Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab. Where I do what I do for you. I had to put the book down for a second. I got an issue with some of you people, so get ready. You know how we do this damn thing. I'm a little upset with all these bad teachers. Not enough good students. Everybody wants to teach. Nobody wants to learn. So how you gonna teach without learning? So that's what we're about to talk about. Right thinkers, let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, yes, know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I ask the question, do you know you? Well, when I'm through, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. We about to talk about them right now. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I've been awakening them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to be true. I put her down for a minute. I'm about to get my little rant on about, I'm pissed. Right thinkers, let's talk about, I see a whole lot of bad teachers and not enough good students, aka right thinkers. I'm a teacher, and I don't know where y'all got y'all lessons from, but y'all ain't teaching right. I'm not here to criticize, but I'm hearing a lot of stuff that just ain't right. So let's talk about that. This is for all you ignorant ass wannabe teachers. Stop. Why? Because you are the problem. Learn first before you try to teach anything. Your belief and your concepts, if not, it's just wrong. How about that? You don't know enough to tell somebody else something that you ain't got a clue about what the hell you believe or what you're talking about. So I listen to hear that stupid shit y'all say. Excuse me, I'm nowhere with that. So I'm tired of hearing some of all y'all's ignorant ass logic and reason with no proof or substantiated concept that you just spouting off at the mouth from what you heard from somebody else or what you believe that you like about this. It's a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo nonsense. But you think you're smart. Oh, I'm not dumbass. Start annoying me. How can, and I want to learn this one thing, how can you teach something you obviously don't know about, but you believe you do? That don't make you right. That just make you ignorant. Again, for somebody who do know what you think you know, and it ain't matching. I know what I know. You talking about God, and it ain't matching well, we ain't talking about the same thing. I can't even help y'all ignorant ass people. Why? I can't even correct you because you so hell bent on what you believe that you're right. And it's just a waste of my time. Tell you you're wrong. So I gotta let you go. I gotta leave you be. But I gotta watch you continuously do this ignorant ass stuff that just annoys the hell out of me. But with self-mastery, I learned to not let it bother me. But come on, man. Again, I can't even help you. First of all, if you're ignorant, that means you don't know. And how can you teach anybody anything but what? Ignorance. Ignorant leading the ignorant, blind leading the blind. Same thing. Why? If you don't know what you're talking about, shut up. But no, you want to do that. Freedom of speech, so let them go. They're going to go on. And if you're ignorant, what can you possibly teach anyone else anything but what? To be ignorant like yourself. If you're following an ignorant leader, wrong way, Willie. Scooby, ruh-roh. If you're following a good leader, you're going to get to your destination. But if you follow an ignorant person, you ain't never going to get where you're going. So you're going to constantly be what? Lost. And most of y'all live in your own mind, lost. The psychosis, okay? None of that nonsense. Again, manifestation is taking a thought, an idea, concept, and bring it to fruition. You ain't got to make nothing up. If you have a lot of ignorant so-called teachers teaching ignorant shit daily, we ain't gonna make no progress. You may not like, agree, or subscribe to my right thinking philosophy, and that's fine. But you can't call it ignorant or wrong. I can tell you from what you say, you're ignorant and you're wrong. But I'd have to argue, hoop or holler to make my point. I refuse to do that. I teach, but you got to just pay attention and listen. But you won't do that because you believe you know everything already. So I can't help y'all guys. That's why I keep telling you. I ain't worried about that. That's the least of my concern, how ignorant y'all are. I just got to keep seeing it and hearing it. So it really is annoying. But I ain't nothing I can do about it. Hell, I was ignorant. I was a drug dealer. What the hell? I know ignorance when I see it, when I hear it. I'm no longer that. You can't say that. I had a whole hood with me when I was wrong, ignorant, selling drugs. We had everybody. It was a free fall. And that's wrong. And everybody's signed on for the wrong. And guess what? They got away scot-free. Why? They didn't have to pay for their transgressions, only me. Since I was the instigator, I took the weight for everybody. I got this. And I said, when I rode, if you with my crew, you with me. I'm responsible for you. Act like you know. Remember in American Gangster, when his cousin wild out? Man, sitting that nigga on why? I ain't got time for that nonsense. He all hyped up on that nonsense. See, call it what it is, deal with it for it is, and move on. No emotions, no, just having his business. When you can physically jack somebody, that's force, but that's ignorant. Why? You ain't trying to deal with nothing except what? Making your point. So that don't work. Use this. I'm learning how to do that too. But when you hear ignorant people talking, and you know they're ignorant, why? Because I know what they're saying is wrong. I can't correct everybody for their ignorance, so I ain't trying to do that. I got my platform here. I deal with that from this aspect. And I ain't got to worry about them. Why? They don't follow me, so don't worry about it. I just talk about them and don't have to worry about, well, you something no, my man, you ain't got a clue. Hell, and being ignorant and believing is a bad combination. Why? Because people love to follow ignorant people. Why? They're ignorant. They don't know no better. Now, I learned a few things over the years, and I become a wise man with self-knowledge and teaching what I know. And what? I got no followers. I got no friends. I ain't got no drugs to sell. No, they don't want that. They don't want that. What I got, they don't want. It's spiritual medicine, but they don't know you're spiritually sick. They will. Then they be wishing, man, I sure was that right there. Yeah, I was told, right thinking works when you use it. I'm an enlightened. I am enlightened. Some may say wise. Okay, intelligent, but I ain't beat for that. I'm a sage, I'm a teacher. So I have to have some knowledge, understanding to do that. And as I said, I was a student for over 30 years. I didn't just start doing this. I've been doing this a long time. Learning first. Teaching is what I'm doing now. But I only teach what I know. And I spend a lot of time learning so I can teach what I know. And I got a problem with that. So I teach self-knowledge. That's what I know. I had knowledge of self. I teach that. Why? I lived that. I mastered that. What college you graduate from? Streets. I got a PhD, how to make ends meet. Okay, I'm a scholar with $1. You can plainly see. Okay, I do what I do. I know me. Trying to get you to do the same. It don't hurt me to do that. That's why I do it for you. And again, being enlightened, yes, I'm enlightened by choice. Again, the things I did, the time and effort I put into become enlightened didn't just happen. I had to do that. And we all have the same choice to make for ourselves. Free will, but the opportunity is there. All you got to do is take advantage of it. It took me a little while to figure it out. Some don't. So at least I figured it out. All right? I share what I've learned and what I know with anyone who wants to what? Better themselves, because that's all I do now. I'm going to be my best self. So every day I'm practicing what? To be better, to be great, to end up with something, say, yeah, look, he went from here to there. And the stuff in between, that's the grind. I'm on my grind. I consider that's where I end up. I know I started. I'm not still there. So I'm making progress in life. That's the name of the game. What I have took 30 years to obtain. Okay? But what I did was change my life. Why would I change my life and keep it? So I'm dying to what? Here. That's my point. That's my idea. So now I do what's right and try to show and teach others they can do the same thing too. Why? Because if you do that, you'll know the benefits, the reward that you get from doing that for yourself. They call blessings. I'm blessed daily. And people who can say that understand that. People can't say, well, I get blessed every now and then. Okay, well, but I'm blessed daily. And you would think, well, what the hell you doing? Living right. Self-mastery comes from putting in time, aka to know thyself is a process, the life that you have to go through, and that only a few will complete for themselves. A lot of us fall short, and it's always been that way. It's going to continue to be that way. But we got a bunch of ignorant people who helping others not get to a point around this in life. So they're going to reincarnate without knowledge of self, without knowing who the hell you are. You can't go home. We here on the reason as a visit. Why? To have an experience. What? To learn who you are. Again, I'm going to keep telling you the same thing. Right thing philosophy goal is to do what? Give you self-knowledge. To do what with? Practice, live, and master it. And at Judgment Day, if you live that way, you will know then. Okay, you'll thank me then. All right? A lot of people cuss at me. Oh, I wish you had too late. If I could have, would have, should have, never get you in. That's Monday morning quarterback. And I'm not a Monday morning quarterback. I'm a game day quarterback. And I love to ad-lib or call audibles. Why? I'm going to go to what I see. If I see I can do something other than I planned, we audible switching up. Yo, my man, you go there. Yo, you get him. I got this. Let's go. Organize. Go. I'm an attack. I'm always on the attack mode. I'm always offensive. I'm the offensive man. I'm coming at you. Okay, that's my thing. So if you defensive, let's go. I ain't got a problem. I'm going to take my 11. You get your 11. Let's have at it. Before I was able to teach what I learned, again, I had to learn it. That's what I get upset about being ignorant. You just run off at the mouth. You ain't did no homework. You ain't put no time in. You just going by watching a few videos on the damn YouTube. You can't get knowledge from just watching me on YouTube. You got to put the stuff I'm trying to teach you to use. And that's how it works. Oh, I watch YouTube every day. I'm smart. I know this. Okay. You YouTube geniuses. Moving on. But we're here to try to help you. I don't know what you're going to do with this knowledge and information, but I know it's good. Why? I use it. That's all I know. And when you live it, you can obtain the knowledge and wisdom so that you got some say-so about what you know. I ain't teaching nothing that I don't know. I'm here teaching religion. I don't do nothing outside of right thing of philosophy, life lessons. These are things that I know. Moving on. Wisdom is life lessons learned from having experience. That's why young and wisdom don't go together. Why? Wisdom comes from experience. You got to walk that walk, young man. You can be wise beyond your years in knowledge and understanding, but experience, you still got to walk that walk. That's the difference, okay? And all that. I know just as much you do. No, you don't. And that's why I respect my elders. I respect people who 80-something years old now. Why? They still doing their thing. I'm 60 saying, okay, well, they didn't look too bad. That's why. And that's called respect. And understand, I ask questions to my elders. How you live to be so long? What you do? How you do that? So you learn from the other people. Why? Somebody who know about life. Sorry, but that's my whole point. Wisdom comes from experience and from oneself to learn life lessons as you live. Now you have what? Wisdom. You can expound on what? Life, if nothing else. My mother-in-law ain't got no college degree, but she enlightened me to what? Things that she done that I can articulate and put to her. Say, this is what we call that, mayat. I just like doing the right thing. That's mayat. You had it automatically. I'm doing a lesson now about Kundalini, serpent power, the activation. Everybody got the serpent. You know why? The serpent represents the power that's inside the body. We learned that a long time ago. The fire that's in the sacrum, it rises to the chakra system from 1 to 7. And it's the backbone, the spinal cord that transmits to the brain. God is in the pineal gland, the transmission that he can give to us. He bugged us all with the pineal gland, okay? So that's his tag. So we go attacking animals in the wild. You know, God tagged everybody with the pineal gland, made it real easy. Ain't nothing new under the sun. If you can tap into your pineal gland, open your third eye, and become conscious of who you are, that's you get to God. That's how it's done. Ain't no other way. Christ said, got that right. That's the only way. Ain't no other way. When I got to God, my pastor, who was a diehard Christian, since I've known him, he was already there. So he known God a long time. Obviously, he got there way before me. So that's respect for people who do what they do to get where they got to go. I mean, nobody questioning how you got here, but you're here, you're welcome. That's all. Every Hall of Famer respect the other Hall of Famer. Why? They know the work that it took them to get there, so they give the other guy who got there the same respect. That's all. And if somebody have a belief, show them the same respect you want for yours, and there won't be a problem. Moving on, just a little tidbit there so we can stop this nonsense back and forth. I believe this, I believe that, I believe it. I don't give a damn what you believe, what you know. You know, goddamn, we can talk. Being young and dumb is pretty much normal and par for the course in life. I can attest to that, been there. But you have your whole life to learn life lessons. And being old and dumb is a catastrophe. That's just a disaster, and you deserve everything you get. That's what happened to people who didn't take this thing we call life serious. And now they wonder what happened. Oh, you messed up. Yeah, okay, I wish I coulda, woulda, shoulda. Don't get you nothing but regret. Moving on. Don't live in regret. Live in the now. Handle your business. Life experiences that we go through daily. This thing that called life is an ongoing thing. Until you ain't here no more, you got to get with the movement or get run over. Life experiences daily is life lessons that you should be learning from. I did. Okay? And you can too. Just pay attention and make the decision to live right, do right. That's all I did. That's all I did. And that changed everything I used to do wrong. Just stop doing it. What you're doing, go the other way. Stop and go that way. Move on. When I was in my learning phase as a student, 25, 30 years ago, all I was doing was just sucking up energy, sucking up information, and practicing it, putting it to use, seeing if what they said. And I kind of find out through that, practice, repetition, there's something to it. You think? Also, I was laughed at because as a student, I was just studying. I'm carrying books. I'm doing my study everywhere I go. I got a book everywhere I go. I'm studying, reading. Everybody thought, what's up? And at the gym now, that was 20 years ago, right? To this day, I'm at the gym. The old head, I tell you about 87-year-old guy that worked out with me for the last 5 years. I met him and his wife. I told her how impressed I was with him. He inspires and motivates me to be his age and do what he's doing. She said, yeah, he's a feisty one. I said, yeah. But the guy told her the next morning, he said, yeah, I told my wife, he's a good guy. He's real smart and educated. He always have a book. Know what his wife was? A teacher for 31 years. Me and her hit it off like that. We had a good conversation. So again, in life, when you know what you know, that's cool. But being ignorant and want people to believe you know, shut up, and it might get away with it. But once you start talking, they already know you're ignorant. Okay? Again, expressing it letting people know how ignorant you are. If you don't say nothing, sometimes you can, front and get by. The less you say sometimes, the better. So now, 30 years later, I'm still, I'm the wise man. Living my life and enjoying teaching what I do. And how I know it, right thinking philosophy. I live it. So I know what this is. This ain't, I got to study for this. No, this is every day I come here, put it down on paper, the parts I want to talk about, and I give it to you. Some of y'all like them, some of you don't. So don't make a difference to me. They are lessons in life. Again, I'm just a content creator. Moving on. I'm not beat for the other stuff. All right. Wrapping it up. Oh, appreciate you tuning in again. I'm a student of life, so I'm going to be learning every day from anybody that I can get a life lesson from. I'm going to take it and put it to use. Simple. That's what I'm getting it for. If you stacking knowledge, not to use it, what you stacking it for? Oh, how about this? Okay, you save money for a rainy day. Okay, so that means you got money set aside. So when something happened, whatever, you use that. That's the rain. How many people are? They got money and won't take care of the problem financially. That's dumb. Having knowledge and not using it is just as dumb. See the concept? Okay, don't be that person. In life, I'm a student. I'm always looking to learn. But I am a master of myself. I control me. I run me after years of practice. Again, putting the work in. I know that. Teaching, helping you is what I do now. And I enjoy doing that. That's what I say. I do what I do for you. My motto is helping somebody else out. Moving on. And again, I'm a lifelong student. I ain't ever gonna stop learning. I don't never know enough. I've been told, you know everything. No, I don't. And if you think that, let me correct you. No, I don't. So for me to tell you I don't, why would you continue to think I do? I'm telling you I don't. And then surprised when, I thought you knew. I just told you I didn't. Ask me about me, ask me about God. I know all that I need to know. Anything outside that realm is touch and go. But I'm not ignorant of who I am. That's my point. And I'm always looking to learn. That's why when an ignorant person talks, I can't learn that from you. Why? You don't know what they're talking about. I ain't got to listen to that ignorant nonsense. I know better. I have discernment. Okay, and I have intellect. And what I don't know, I need to know. I will learn from somebody who do know what I don't know. It's simple. If you want to know right thinking, you got to come to me. You can't go somewhere else to get right thinking. Back in my day, I didn't label my I did that nonsense, but they know when you get from 18 and 8, okay, that was my stamp. When I said my color put with the corner that I sold from. They know if you got it from there, they know it's good. Again, you come to right thinking, you get the goods. Simple as that. What you do with it, your choice. How you do it, knock yourself out. What? I do it every day too. Moving on. Now, if you're a good teacher, okay, it's only because you was a good student. Learning, passing life lessons so that you can gain the wisdom, experience, so you can pass on to somebody else. Knowledge ain't meant to be hoarded like jewelry. No, you give it, use it when it is, and you give it to somebody else. I do that every day. I got plenty of it, so don't worry about me running out. My life teachers was, first of all, my dad and my mom. And the best teacher of all for me was my experience that I went through. I learned my life lesson as I went. Trial and error. Yes, some of it worked, some of it didn't. But I walked the walk. When you walk the walk, you could care less. Why? Because once you come out there, you better for it. My mother said, what don't kill you makes you stronger. So things you go through in life, there should be lessons learned. Everything you learn, be it bad or good, you shouldn't have to repeat it. Why? If it's bad, you learn from not doing it again. One time, prison. Moving on. Wrapping it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. But these ignorant people, I'm tired of hearing a bunch of ignorant nonsense. So I got a little issue. If you think you being ignorant and me being intelligent, we are enemies. Trust me, we not friends. Get that right. Okay, I'll let you know. No, I'm not on your side. I'm not with you. All that ignorant stuff I hear talking, I had to refrain from. Sometimes I can't help it. I got to interject some stupid stuff that y'all say. Sorry about that. But y'all give them platform. Well, I guess, again, free speech. All right, let me stop the ragging. Let me finish this up. I personally think I'm a good life teacher. Why? I raised my children, from my understanding before I bettered myself. I was still a good father and a teacher of life, but I wasn't living it. I taught the good one. I did, but when I started living it, the ball game changed. Well, I didn't care about nothing else other than that. Why? I got to do this. Why? This is the stuff. This is good stuff here. I was just eating. I was just gobbling it up. Now that I'm full of it, ain't nobody want it, but I give it to you anyway. Why? I know it's good for you, and if you get it, you realize too after you get it. But before then, medicine never tastes good. What's good for you ain't never pleasing to the eyes or to the no, but it works because it what gets inside you. That's what the job. I want to get inside here, help you with this thing right here. This is a hell of a piece of hardware. Once you learn to master that, you got this thing called life figured out. If not, you'll be back again. What? You try it again. Again, reincarnation. This is the key, knowing thyself. And I taught my children, who are students of mine in life, about life. And they both are successful in their endeavors in life with what my teachers. So I know I can teach that way and I can teach this way. The bottom line is now I'm living this way. So it's easier for me to teach now while I'm doing it. When I was before, I was, not faking it, but I was giving what I thought was best. Because I had to make mistakes myself. So now I can give you what I know. I did the work. I put the work in. Now I can teach you. All you got to do is pay attention and get on your grind and put your work in and know thyself and stop being the ignorant teacher. Be an enlightened student. And then people will follow your lead because you're leading the right way, not in a whole bunch of jibber jabber. You show and tell. That's the lesson. Hope you got it. For all your ignorant people, tune in. I can help you, but I forget. Y'all won't. So again, I leave you be. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100 miles a day. So I know that my right thinkers who are good students and not bad teachers have passed away. I'm out.